I spent 3 years working as a doctor, but I was working illegally in one of the biggest hospital in Joburg, and no one ever caught me. Today, I am living a comfortable life in Germany, but when I think about what I did, I was trying to hustle and survive. To survive, I did and hustled. I was hustling for real. I arrived in South Africa. I had basic biology knowledge and I had a degree, but I could not get a job. I came from Nigeria. Out of desperation, I paid a South African man 15,000 rands so that he can forge a medical license for me, fake transcript, and a clean background check. When I applied position at a hospital, I was terrified. But to my shock, when I went there, the HR verification was more like a joke. They did not even look at the papers before putting me on the emergency ward roster. As someone that had basic knowledge of biology, I started to study at night. The first few months, it was purely terrifying. I survived. You know how I survived? I relied on my phone and I had this other medical app, and I used to look at what other senior doctors were doing, and I would always be friendly with the nurses as if I wanted to know more clarity on some of the basic procedures. I dodged surgeries. I passed off some other diseases to other specialists, and I focused entirely on my routine, things that were very hard. So, ironically, because of my big character, the patients, they loved me because I was patient. I listened to them. When I would be listening to a patient, I would be busy taking down the notes, and then I would look on the internet. Back in those days, there was no you asking ChatGPT, but you had to manually search across thousands and thousands of websites. So that is how I would prescribe basic treatment that actually worked, but there is no one that died. So there was one night when I was called out to a critical trauma patient, and when I was supposed to go there, I could not fake it. There was a senior doctor that stepped in just in time. I collapsed. I lied that I was not feeling okay, and I collapsed. And then I returned back home. I then said that I wanted to retire. I had made so much money. I had money, and that is how I booked a one-way ticket, left South Africa forever. Right now in Germany, I am working a very safe job. I'm no longer involved in the medical field. But whenever I think about it, sometimes I laugh at myself because of the pure scam that I did when I was in South Africa. But I want to thank God that I never killed anyone, because what I did, it is not good. And I am sorry for what I did, but I am living proof that you can do whatever that you want. If you really want to become rich, there are ways and in which you can legally acquire your wealth, like what I did. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to us by our brother right there. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Can you imagine? You're going to a hospital, you meet a fake doctor who is very friendly, and you think that he or she is a real doctor. Let us talk about this in the comment section.